What is going on, fellow viewer? This is Steampunk J here, coming at you from my humble art studio with another speed draw session. Yeah! How are you doing today? If you are a new viewer, a new subscriber, welcome to the Steampunk J channel. I am just hanging out at my art studio, and I have been at work here trying to come up with something amazing each and every day, hopefully, and adding an addition to my series that I am putting together. So what do I have here going on in this speed draw session, going on in the lovely background with the lovely panels? Every time I look at my videos and I see the panels just moving from side to side, center, it's just puts a big smile on my face because of all of the painstaking hard work that I put into to try to bring this little factory of mine, this art studio of mine in this video to life. And it just came out so beautiful. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been put into that, a lot of work, but it came out so beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious. Every time I look back in my videos and I see all the mechanics and I see like all of the additional stuff that I put in there, it just makes me think about all of the late nights and the coffees that I drank in the morning, and the results just came out I don't ever plan in these videos right here. I don't ever plan for anything. I just say I want my videos to look good, and then I do a lot of research, I do a lot of experimentations. I'm not the kind of person that says, okay, this is what I've done in the past. Let's do this, scrap piece of paper, steps 1, 2, and 3. No, I spend days, weeks trying out new things, and if I don't like it, scrap it and just move on to the next best issue right here that I thought would make my videos look good. And here I am, brand new intro video, brand new panels, stuff that I got going on in the background. It just came out not what I originally had in mind, but it came out a whole lot better. Why? Because it is me, Steampunk J's, yours truly, that put all of this together. I didn't hire anyone to do this. It's just a result of me painstakingly trying to put everything together to make it so unique. And that's not the most painstaking project I've done. That little cartoon me in the corner, that one took 3 months for me to figure out, rig, and put together. So yeah, I am a very stubborn, hardworking, charismatic, inspiring, creative individual that just loves to torture himself just to try to make things amazing. That is the curse of a perfectionist. That is the curse of an artist that I have decided to just put on my shoulders and just carry on forward, and the results is just amazing. Okay, I have rambled on enough about the intro. Let's get to the video right here. So in this speed draw session, I am finalizing a character, and this character was long inspired a while back while I was doing the Hurricane Storm Tracker series. In the series, I have created a challenge that is very unique to me, in which I follow my favorite team, the Carolina Hurricanes, throughout the 2020-2021 season, and for every game that I watch, I do a drawing based off of it. So 56 games throughout that season were played, which means 56 drawings, 56 videos, 56 long hours of just drawing and putting everything together. And in the end, when I look at all the work I've done through the baggy eyes, the dehydrated self, the thin version, miserable, aged 50-year version of myself, looking at all the projects that I've done, looking at all the hard work that I put into, and I look at the results and all the work that I produced, it was worth it. Because it became more than just a challenge. These hurricane reaction draw sessions actually became a practice session. It actually helped me to just practice drawing. My motto is keep on drawing, because if I just stopped, my creativity just stops. Nothing gets done, nothing gets created. And in this series, I went from just trying to make like the best Mona Lisa drawings to actually just having fun with it. You hear me in my videos where I just react, I just go on and off about what my Hurricanes have done, how they played the game, who scored, who I hated the most on the other team right here. Just let my pure raw emotion just get thrown onto the canvas and get put into these videos that I made right here. So 56 games of just me just having the most fun talking about the games, having the most fun drawing the drawings based on what I have seen. It was all worth it. And in the end, I actually created something interesting in which I have started to do my own little bit of storytelling with these drawings right here, especially in the form of my character, GenderBend mascot of the Carolina Hurricanes, Cyclone. I just started looking at all of the mascots in the NHL, the National Hockey League, and I said, you know what? Cyclone-chan should not be alone. She should be interacting with other gals that represent the other National Hockey League teams right here. And so an idea was born. It started with Cyclone. She's the GenderBend mascot version of the Carolina Hurricanes, Stormy the Ice Hog. Not a pig, she's an ice hog. There's a big difference. And I decided to do the same thing for the other characters. I've done, in the last drawings that I made, I have done the characters, the GenderBend mascots for the Nashville Predators, which her name is Fang. I've done one for the Detroit Red Wings. She goes by the name of Alice, the lady of the Detroit Red Wings, the octopus lady. I have done one for the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars mascot is an alien who goes by the name of Valor E. Green. And in the last video, I've actually done one for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, her name is Bolt-chan for the Tampa Bay Lightning video. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you go check it out. See how beautiful and gorgeous and lovely she is, representing the beautiful city of Tampa Bay, Florida. And actually, I just said to myself, you know what? What if I were to make all 32 teams their own original hottie, basically? So it is a long process for me. It is gonna take a while for me to actually put all of these characters together. And of course, recently, I went to go see the New York Rangers play in Madison Square Garden. And I gotta tell you, that experience is something that I will never forget. Madison Square Garden. I have never been inside that building. I've heard so much about it. I've seen so many different pay-per-views and major events take place in the world's most famous arena. And as soon as I saw or heard that my Carolina Hurricanes were going to play in that arena, I told myself, I need to jump on this opportunity to go and see them play. Not only see my Hurricanes play in Madison Square Garden, but see the New York Rangers play on their home turf. It is a wonderful opportunity. It was close by to where I lived, and I told myself, if I don't jump on this opportunity to go see something unique, that's something that I will take with me for the rest of my life, then I am going to regret it. And of course, it was a wonderful game, wonderful experience, and I just had to do something for that team right here. So I decided to go and make a mascot for in my own world that I'm putting together called the Face Off Queens. In their lineup, I have to come up with something for the Rangers. Now for the Rangers, theirs is very different. The New York Rangers, along with the Seattle Krakens, are the only teams that don't have an official mascot. So that was a challenge for me, especially when it comes to the New York Rangers, who are known as the original six. So what is the original six? The original six is the original six teams that made up the National Hockey League from a long time ago. And the New York Rangers actually came out in the 1920s, when you think about it. And for all that time, all these years, the New York Rangers never had an official mascot. Maybe they didn't have the time, or maybe they just didn't put that much time and energy and dedication to trying to come up with one. I don't know. And the New York Rangers, they always say, yeah, we don't have an official mascot, but we look at the Statue of Liberty that's just right outside our home as our mascot. That would have been my default idea. The Statue of Liberty, the Lady Liberty, would have been too easy, I thought. And every time I looked at other artists and I see their rendition of their New York Rangers mascot, it was always the Statue of Liberty. Too easy, I thought. So I just had to go and do a little bit of digging, do a little bit of research. Yes, this is one of the mascots that I had to do a lot of research for. I had to study up on the Rangers' history, where they get their name from, what does the Rangers mean? And of course, after all that research, after all that time, I believe I have finally found the Mascot GenderBend version for the Rangers. I may have created the official mascot for the Rangers, considering that I may be the only one besides the Statue of Liberty, which is too easy for me. I give you, in this speed draw session video, Captain Morris. Why Captain Morris, you ask? And why does she look like just a regular city gal right here? That is a good question, and allow me to answer that. The New York Rangers name actually comes from the Texas Rangers that was established in this great state of Texas. The Texas Rangers, I don't know if they were the police of Texas at the time, but every time I pull up the Texas Rangers, they were just like the old Wild West version of the law, the policemen, wildlife police back in those days in the 1800s. They all wore the cowboy hats, they all had badges, they all got cowboy spurs and ropes and gloves and everything. They were just basically like, the cowboys of Texas basically, but they were just like marshals or deputies back in those days. Texas Rangers. And that's where the New York Rangers actually got their name. And of course, you have the founder of the Texas Rangers, which I forgot, was it like Sam Houston, I guess? I don't know. However, the original leader of the Texas Rangers was a fellow Ranger by the name of Captain Morris. Look him up. He's actually in the history books. And so I decided to just take that name, Captain Morris, and transfer it into this character right here. So Captain Morris, she is just a beautiful, thick blonde from New York, Manhattan. She actually sports earrings. And the earrings that she has are earrings of giant red apples. Hint, wink, wink, the Big Apple, as Manhattan or New York City has been called and known for all these years. And of course, until we get an official mascot for the Rangers, she will be the mascot or the face of the people. She is the people's Ranger, basically. And of course, she goes everywhere with the Texas Ranger hat. She's got the pistols. She's got the rope that she's used to wrangle like cattle or wrangle the bad guys. And that is just basically the look that I came up with right here. She's the original six, the New York Rangers, alongside with the Boston Bruins, Chicago Blackhawks, Detroit Red Wings, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. All have mascots except for this one. So this one I had to think right outside the box just to come up with something and to just make the team or make her unique from the other mascots that I have done, and especially going forward into the future. So you hear me ramble on about this character right here. She looks beautiful. She's wearing the traditional attire of what the cheerleaders wear when I went to go see the Rangers play at Madison Square Garden. And of course, I can just only imagine just Captain Morris out there just interacting with the crowd, just waving the New York Rangers flag and just being like a good representation of what a Ranger should be right here. So I love the look right here. It's taken me a lot of thinking and a lot of putting together to make this work. And I've actually created this character alongside Bolt-chan a while back, the Tampa Bay Lightning mascot. And so what I had to choose or decide which one am I gonna put first, with just a lucky flip of the coin, Bolt-chan won, which is why she was ahead in the videos that I put out a while back last week. And here I am the following week, and I said, you know what, one of the original 6, I need to do her justice right here and just put her in the spotlight right here, because I went to the games, I was in Madison Square Garden, I loved just being in the historical monument that is Madison Square Garden, and it just inspired me. The game, the building, just the excitement of the game, seeing my Hurricanes going up against the Rangers, being in the historical side itself, it just inspired me to create this character right here. So I know that the drawing looks good. I thank you all so much for being a part of it and just bearing witness to the birth, the beginning of the Rangers mascot, Captain Morris. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the drawing that I made, then don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. And also, if you want to see me do more drawings in the future, then don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content and hit that notification bell to always stay notified. To all my fellow artists and art fans out there, this is Steampunk J. And always remember to keep on drawing.